It's showtime, baby. Let's go. Woo! What's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Ashman Jeff Trunapole, and as always, I bring you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of some of the best barbecue around. That's right, it's Midwest Best Barbecue. If you guys have not checked it out yet, please go check it out. They have delicious Uno wings. They have CTB wings. Also, check them out for Project Game Day. They're going to be doing a draft show there, April 26th. Cincy Hat's going to be there. Make sure you check it out. It is on. You got to purchase tickets on their Twitter. Also, you need some new windows and doors? Check out Meyer Door and Windows for all your window and door needs. I got it in my house. The ice cave is nice and, well, warm now because I walked outside. Like, I got home for work today. It was cool. And I walked outside a little while ago. And it's cold out there again. But either way, the ice cave is nice and cool down here. Make sure you check out Meyer Door and Windows. And my favorite bar, Hail Mary's, West Side staple. Your ticket to the game. I'm going to be there next Friday, 1 week from today, checking out the NCAA tournament. They have multiple TV screens, one huge TV screen there. Make sure you check it out. Hail Mary's in Cheviot. What's up? What's going on? I am live streaming on ZTV, YouTube, Facebook, X, Rumble. Also on the podcast. What's going on? It's on Beatpod, Apple, iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher Play, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Please make sure you rate, like, and review. And I talked about the Ice Cave. I'm coming to you live from there. The Ice Cave is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And you know it. I got the hat on today. We hit the jackpot when we drafted Joe Burrow. We are going to gear up for a Super Bowl run. Make sure you get your gear right there at jackpotjoey9.com. Remember, portion of the proceeds go to the Joe Burrow Foundation. What is up to the chat? Robert's in there, Brad's in there, Craig's in there, Rocket Bengals, Stranger, Paul Painter, Austin, Lindsay. What is going on? All right, guys, it's been a little while since I've had this guy on my show. He is. So I have to apologize. I thought I had an intro for him, but I looked and I don't, and I didn't have time to make one. So let's just go straight to Draft Guy Jared, if I can get my mouse to work. There he is. What's up? What's up, Jared?
Hey, what's going on? I was not prepared. I haven't been on I'm probably since early last season, and I was not prepared for your intro music.
Yeah, it's new. It's like a well, I got demonetized, so I had to I had to take all kinds of crap off of here.
Gotcha.
Do different stuff. So that's the music I'm allowed to use. So anyway, let's get to my second co-host of the day. He's another draft expert. Him and Satori got their own draft guide out. Make sure to check it out. It's for Project Game Day. Here's Dale. What's up, fam?
Damn, Jared, you must like me more. I have an intro.
I know. I forgot about that.
It's all right.
That picture from like 2 years ago, dude. That's an old picture. All right, boys.
He doesn't love me enough to update the picture.
I never see you anymore. Like, what the hell? Like, I can't even update it. All right, guys, let's take a drink of my dew here. So we just talked about it off the air. Tart hasn't signed yet. Becton hasn't signed yet. I'm a little worried about the trenches. I mean, this is one of the. Like I said, I've liked the free agency up to this point. I think it's been great. But if you don't sign Tart, you don't sign Becton, you don't sign Brown, that makes the draft pretty hard because you have to draft a right tackle. You have to draft a defensive tackle. What's your guys' thoughts on it? Jared, I'll let you go first.
Yeah, it's pretty concerning, especially from a nose tackle point of view. Like not having T.R. Tart signed or bringing back DJ Reader or having any of these options really limits yourself because there is not a whole lot of nose tackle types in the draft. I mean, there's a couple of day 3 guys. I'm kind of getting through those guys right now, but you're basically looking at Tavondre Sweat as the dude who could come in and give you reps now. And then you're looking at projects after that, like guys you cannot trust to have a substantial amount of snaps. And with their run defense, like we need a nose tackle. We just need a nose tackle and having Tart, regardless of even if it works out, like you just need a body at this point. There's not a whole lot of options. Like they need to get pen to paper with him or somebody as soon as possible.
Yeah, and I think they screwed up by not having Malcolm Roach while they were still trying to figure out with DJ Reader. They knew the Lions had interest. They knew that he was starting to schedule a visit, and he goes off the board for 2 years, $8 million. That was the first one I said, oh, shit.
Yeah.
And it said that we had interest out there. And I'm like, how do you not sign this guy? Because best case scenario, or worst case scenario, I guess, Reader leaves. Best case scenario, this guy's a backup behind Reader, and you've upgraded tremendously from Josh Tupou for those snaps behind him. So when he went off the board, I'm like, uh-oh. And then you started seeing the Raekwon Davises of the world, who I didn't think was that good, getting like, what was it, 7-8 million?
Yeah.
Something ridiculous. And I'm like, oh, man. And then you're down to Tart, and you had him in for a visit, but there's no signing now. He's been here at least since maybe last night or today.
Yeah.
It's kind of sounding like maybe he left. So if you're not getting him, because he has a ton of leverage right now, and his agent is probably saying, dude, they have nothing.
Yeah.
As they should.
Right.
So he's trying to get every dime that he can. And Aaron Donald retired. I know Aaron Donald's more pass rusher type, this and that, but as you know, things fall and dominoes fall, and there's nothing on the market for anybody, and anybody's still looking for a D tackle, Tara Tart says, hey, I'm the belle of the ball now. Everybody wants me, so you're either going to have to pay me what I want, or, well, you're going to have to go draft Tavondre Sweat. And if you're drafting Tavondre Sweat at 18, you failed. If you're bringing Josh Tupou back, you failed. At D tackle.
Do you think that's for me is where I prefaces, I put right tackle as more of an emphasis than they both are. They're it's here to here. But if it's 18, I'm taking a right tackle, and then hopefully Sweat or somebody is worth drafted at 49, or you package one of your third round picks or something else to try to move up, which they have. I have extra third, have extra seventh. They could package and move some guys up. But for me, I'm thinking right tackle is going to be at first at 18. Good, Dale.
Well, that's what makes sense, because that's, as Jared said, there's not a lot out there on the nose tackle types in this draft. You start getting into day 3 guys, basically. Tyler Davis, McKinley Jackson. Those are round 4 guys to me. Those are like the next step. And then after that, you're getting into 6th and 7th round guys.
Yeah.
It's not a lot. So,
and
everyone's going to know that. So if anybody else wants it, guess what they're going to do? If you just sit back and try to get it, they're going to trade in front of you and get it.
And BJ Hill is not a nose. I mean, he can play it, but it's not one you
you're going to have to completely change your defense around at this point.
Yeah. I mean, I do. Well, how do you guys feel about Rankins? I mean, I was ecstatic about that. I would love to get Rankins, and I was hoping we get Reader back. I mean, that was
something we should have done for 2 years.
Well, I know.
For 2 years to replace Larry O.
Right. How many times have we said that on my show or your show, Dale? I mean, we said that we haven't replaced Larry O. I mean, we've said that a million times. Good,
I'm
Jared.
a fan, and like Sheldon Rankins has been one of my favorite players in the NFL, and he's flirted with the Bengals so many times. It's been like my lost love has finally come home. But he's not replacing DJ Reader. Like he's a rotational piece. DJ's an anchor. Like we don't have an anchor. We need somebody to be that dude in the middle.
Even if you sign Tart, he's still not DJ Reader, a healthy DJ Reader. I mean, it still would be a downgrade of what we've had the last 4 years.
But it would be an upgrade from Josh Tupou.
Yes.
You know, because I'm telling you, we're going to see Josh Tupou re-sign, and I'm going to go. I said this like Monday or Tuesday. I was like, if that's where we're at, if we get to that point, we fail.
Yeah. No, and what's getting scary about this is it's eerily like last year with the running back situation last year and the tight end situation last year. In my opinion, last year they failed at those. And now we're getting to, they wouldn't hurry up and fix it, and the safety. They wouldn't fail at that last year. They fixed it this year, apparently. It seems like it anyway, at least on paper. But now, you got your right tackle. You don't have a right tackle, and you don't have a nose tackle. You don't. I mean, there's not one on there that's on the roster.
It feels like they're a year behind.
Yeah.
They're a year behind what they should be doing. Mm-hmm. That's scary as hell.
It really is.
Yeah. Now, if they go out and draft Javonte Sweat and he balls out, then we'll be probably fine. Which, I mean, Sweat, Jared, you're the draft guy, Dale, you too. I've heard Sweat could be second round, could be first round. I mean, he has bounced around so much with different people I've talked to. I mean, where do you guys have him at? Is he at 8? Is he number 18? Is he number 49? What do you guys got?
I think he's a solid second round player. I mean, I personally have like an early second grade on him, but this process for him has been kind of weird. Like, he didn't weigh in at the Senior Bowl. He only ran the 40. And
5'2" at the 40 though.
Yeah, and I've heard concerns about his effort from last year. I don't see it on tape personally, but then like people are concerned about how much he can play, his weight. Like, since he hasn't been weighing in regularly or like as expected. People are concerned that he has issues controlling it. And those are two pretty big red flags for somebody who's 360 pounds. Like, you want that guy to be able to play a whole bunch. I guarantee teams are asking him to lose weight. Like, they want to see if he can play at a lighter weight so that he can play more. So how much value are you putting in a guy that you need to change his, his approach to football? Like, how much value do you put in that?
Right.
Like, everybody knows he can play, but like, it's those things, like his amount of snaps, how he wears down over a season. Like, because NFL football is so much different than the Big 12 spread wide open, like where he can kind of just lean on people for big chunks of games. Like, he's not going to be able to do that in the NFL. A lot of people are seeing that with Jordan Davis too, who I was super high on when he was coming out of Georgia. So people have kind of pumped the brakes on that, and I think that's why he's sliding in the process. Like, he has an early second grade from film, but everything else that kind of comes with being 360 pounds and a huge nose tackle is kind of dropping him. Plus, I think he's like a 23. He'll be 24 when the season starts. Like, he's an older prospect as well.
I've got him at the top of the third. And like Jared said, when it's the film, he's a second rounder. And he is the very, very top of the third, because I actually put a grade on everybody, and he is the top player of so he's just basically like, it's a second,
number 65. Yeah.
It's such a fringe thing that like, he's definitely, and for the Bengals right now and what they need, he is well worth pick 49. Like, that's the thing, you know, regardless of what grade I have on him, he is well worth pick 49 for what they need.
So if the Bengals do draft say it's Mims out of Georgia, which I don't know if he's going to be there at 18 or not. Say it's Mims and they draft Sweat in the first two.
That scares me. Mims scares me. I love the upside, but
with only 8 starts, I know. Well, he's another one, dude. That, I mean, he's at the beginning of this whole process, I thought he was going to be a higher pick. Now he's kind of dropping back down again. So he's another one that moves. But if let's just put it this way, let's just say they draft a right tackle that's slotted at 18, and they get Sweat. How do you guys feel about the offseason then? Are you okay with the trenches, and say they didn't add anybody?
Well, our guy Moose said, like, how do you feel about the offseason or something this morning? And I said, like, right now I go back and forth, I'm like, there's things I like and there's things I'm scared about. I'm like, but I expect my opinion to change. And that was this morning when I was thinking Tart is for sure going to sign here. Now I'm getting a little more worried, but I still think at the end of the day, and I said from now till the end of the draft, I think I'll feel better about what we've done, because
right now it's scary.
Right tackle, I think you can definitely hit at 18.
Yeah.
I mean, Fatanu, like, Jared, I know I said sell me on it because I like him as an all-pro guard. It's not I don't like the player. And I know that the length checks out. The athleticism is incredible. And honestly, I would try him at left tackle even more. It's like it scares me as a Bengals fan, I guess, to move him to right tackle. I think he would transition easier to a guard. But at the same point in time, I am getting more on board with Fatanu. Like we did a mock draft to end our show, and Mims was gone, Latham was gone. Like all these guys were gone, and Brian Thomas ended up falling, so we went that route. And it's like, well, at that point, you trade T, and if you get a high second, I'm even okay with taking Sweat at that high second that you'd probably get. We didn't do a trade in this scenario, but you would have that extra pick. So we got Sweat in our other second, but I'm just saying, just to lock him down for the Bengals makes sense.
Yeah.
But Fatanu in the first, if those guys are off the board, I would take Fatanu and not feel bad about it, because if he doesn't pan out at right tackle, you move him to guard and you got probably an all-pro guy at guard.
Yeah, I think Fatanu is probably the best fit for the Bengals at 18. I think he could play right tackle. I think he could compete at left guard. I think if say the Bengals sign Becton and Tart and like they are able to draft Fatanu, I would feel more comfortable about whatever 3-tech or whatever they decided in the second round with Tart, so that they could run more like 3-man services on the interior on the defense. It would kind of change their defense, but Fatanu would be able to. I think he could compete with Becton at right tackle.
Well, and if they sign him.
Yeah, if they sign him. And I think he would compete with Volson at left guard, and he would be able to win either spot. I think he's that talented. He's that ready. His scheme from Washington carries over extremely well to the Bengals. I think he would be a plug-and-play player on that offensive line, and he's nasty. Like, he has he brings that mentality to the line, and they've been missing that. I've been saying it for a while. Like, those dudes come to work, and they are tough motherfuckers in the trenches down there, but they need a nasty dude. Like, they need that dude to kind of enforce his will.
They need to get more athletic in general on the offensive line, I think. That's one of the big things that
athletics and a dog. Like, you're getting, and there's a bunch of those guys, in my opinion, with Mims, once again, scares me, but Latham, Fuaga, if he falls.
Yeah.
Fashanu's an interesting one. Do you think Fashanu falls for Penn State?
I don't think he falls, but the past couple of days, like, I know a lot of people, like Lance Zierlein has had him mocked to the Bengals before. I would love it. Talk about another guy that's a huge scheme fit.
You might be set for 10 years at left tackle even.
Exactly. I would do that in a heartbeat. Fashanu would be an absolute steal if he fell to 18, in my opinion. And I also am a huge fan of Latham. I actually think
I like Latham. I started liking him in the Senior Bowl. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I am actually lower on Fuaga as a fit for the Bengals than the top 5 tackles personally.
I mean, the thing is with this draft, I think we're going. We got to get Tart, and if we get Tart and Beckham, I'm going to be happy. I want to get or Brown, but. Regardless of that, even if we do sign them, I think we're still taking right tackle and interior defensive line first and second round. And the thing is, the way it looks like the draft is going to fall, there's a very good chance that there's going to be guys there at those positions for the Bengals to draft, which is, I think, a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the T. Higgins lingering thing out there is what could throw a wrench in it. But you could solve it. But I would have traded him for the $21 million and upgraded the rest of my team with the money. If I was going to trade him, you trade him during the draft, you're kind of, what are you doing with the money?
But we're already past the point. I feel like we're past the point of trading T because we have nothing. Like, I don't think we'd hit the cap floor if we traded T at this point because we've signed nobody.
Well, the thing is, like people keep saying, we're going to do that T. Oh my goodness, he doesn't want to play here. It's the same damn thing. Jesse Bates said he wanted to get traded. Jonah Williams said he didn't want to play right tackle, and what I say last year, Dale, I said, get your big ass over there and play right tackle. It's the same thing. T is not going to be a distraction. He was like, don't trade him. I mean, that's where I'm like, I don't get this whole thing. Yeah, he's probably going to sit out. He's going to do the same thing that Bates did, not show up until, right.
Well, I'm worried about him setting out a game, and I think that's why
I don't think
Trenton Irwin makes more sense to even sign, because if he does try to pull that move. I mean, Mulligataw's digging his heels in because he's dealt with the Bengals.
Well, the thing is, that might be a possibility because I do think me and Jared were talking about this off air. I do think there's a very good likelihood because Game On has said this and James Rapine has said this, that they can fit T under the cap if they tag him twice. Next 2 years.
100%.
So there's a very good chance. And the thing is, there's not a damn thing T. Higgins can do about it, except you don't play and all you're doing is hurting yourself. So I don't.
Is that what you want? Do you want a guy? And I don't think
No, I don't. But the thing is, but I'm looking at it how the Bengals operate.
I know.
Don't do what you want them to do. If they were stick Mike Brown was going to let Carson Palmer retire. Like, all right, fine, go retire. I mean, I'm just like, they don't change. That part has not changed. If they want you to be a Bengal, you're going to be a Bengal, like it or not. So unless somebody comes with 2 second-round picks and or a first and a second, or a second and third, or something like that, you got to come with something. T. Higgins.
Well, I think one first. I think you would jump at it, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, one first I would take it. Yeah, for sure. What I've heard is I think they want at least 2 seconds. Is what I've heard. But what I don't.
I think T's getting tagged twice.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense the way the cap went up, and I had put that out earlier. Like, it's $26 million for the second year tag, right. 21 this year, and you see what Calvin Ridley got, but that's what Mulligetta is saying. That's his client too, and he's like, look what I got him.
Right, and that's what the Bengals are going.
I can get you $120 million for 4 years, $30 million.
He's gonna turn around and tell all his other clients, it's like, I got T. Higgins $47 million guaranteed for 2 years.
Yeah, but that's also why the Bengals are going, all right, we're going to tag you, and you're going to be a Bengal for the next 2 years. Then somebody else can pay you.
Right?
It's a fucking dick measuring contest.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that
Katie Blackburn's got a huge dick.
Sometimes the Bengals are going to have to figure out how to work with this guy, though. That's the thing. So I put that on Twitter, and people are like, "Oh, just don't draft anybody that Mulligetta represents." I'm like, "Well, the way it's going, he's going to start representing most of them because he's getting them the most money." So
they're
going to
have to stop drafting good players,
right?
Because that's what's going to happen.
Right?
Does he represent CTB? I'm pretty sure he represents Turner. He
represents half the team, man. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know if he does that or not, but yeah, I don't know.
Illuminor, you could have had it right tackle.
Oh, I was hoping we'd get him.
It sounds like they never made a call. And did they not make a call because they didn't want to deal with David Mulligetta? You can't do business that way.
No, you can't.
And win a Super Bowl. That's my personal opinion.
Well, it says
the real problem is.
I was just going to say. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, the Blackburns do all the business. Like, maybe he's just tired of dealing with them, really. He's just putting out all these reports, like, to maybe get him to change, but like they're not gonna.
They're not gonna. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, and that's what I try to tell some Bengals fans that I was talking to last night. They're like, oh, well, they were like, can you believe the Bengals turned down? What was the rumor? 2 first round. Oh no. They trade T. Higgins and 2 first-round picks to Minnesota for Justin Jefferson. I said, why the hell would the Bengals do that? Don't get
me started on this.
I'm like, you actually believe that? I'm like, why the hell would the Bengals do that? Second of all, why would Minnesota do that? Because I think Minnesota, if anything, is going to trade Justin Jefferson to somebody else to get more draft picks, not to get another wide receiver, because they're going to be in rebuild mode.
A wide receiver and 2 first-rounders? I mean, they would probably have to take that, but in what universe are we talking?
The Bengals trade 2 first rounds and
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Minnesota would do. Minnesota would do that.
But why would the Bengals?
That's what they wouldn't. Yeah, as we're saying that the Mike Brown.
This whole conversation is turning my head into a pretzel.
There's no way in hell.
Yeah,
you want 2 first-round picks and T?
Yeah, I said. They're like, yeah, that'd be great. I was like, why would the Bengals do that? Could you get Justin Jefferson? I said we have T. Higgins. We don't need Justin Jefferson. That'd be great.
And your trenches are question mark.
Yeah, I love Twitter sometimes, but sometimes these people believe the craziest stuff. I'm going, are you serious? Like that? There's. Oh,
you mean you didn't go to Kroger the other day and fucking try to get free agency news, Jeff? Don't lie.
I know.
You were in the checkout line.
Jeff Ruby's.
Yeah, I was at the precinct with Becton last night trying to talk him into signing the contract. Here.
Jared, do you like Becton? Do you like Becton? Because there is a big people, and I mean, I know what he did under Pollock. He's a question mark, but I'm like, he's a body.
So I was huge on Becton coming out of college because I'm a Louisville fan. Once again,
Homer, where's Grip at? Grip, we got a Homer. He always gets on to me about Ohio State, and Don't even do it.
Yeah, so we already signed Sheldon Rankins. If we get Mekhi Becton, that is 2 jerseys I will be legally obligated to buy.
Oh, this guy. This guy. Huge
Yeah.
Isaac Garindo fan.
God, that would be incredible. That would be, oh gosh, could you imagine Mekhi Becton blocking for Isaac Garindo? That'd be a dream come true.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, I'm a fan of him. I do see all of the injury concerns and all of that stuff. Like I'm not blind.
Yeah.
But if he works out, I would be extremely pumped about it.
So
Like, I hope if
you're
they
hoping,
sign him, they give him 2 years. Like I would really like for him to kind of come through and be a Bengal.
Is there any chance, or am I just a pipe dream for me? Which I mean, I haven't said Becton, it might be a pipe dream. But any chance the Bengals sign Becton, Brown, and Tart?
I mean,
True Brown.
yeah,
Brown.
because if
Yeah,
you're
I
trying to
doubt
say Becton could play guard,
Yeah.
but I get it. Right now, 2 of those players have already left the building, and one's never been in it.
Right.
Yeah,
Is there a chance? There's always a chance.
There's always a chance.
I don't know where this Becton guard talk came from because I guarantee, like, he already didn't want to play right tackle.
I
Like,
know,
good luck
I know.
moving him to guard. Like,
Well,
I don't think that's a thing.
I think
It's floating
it's
around.
That's what the
places.
Bengals
Yeah,
see him as.
no, we need to stop that.
That's what I don't remember where I read it at last night. Wells here says Becton or Reisner.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
They're not going to do it.
Yeah.
Reisner, however he pronounces
Whatever,
it.
however you say it.
I was actually kind of bummed the Bengals didn't sign either of the 3 LSU linemen that hit free agency this year. Like Cushenberry, Damian Lewis, and Sadiq Charles. Yeah, they all. Well, I think Charles and Cushenberry went to Tennessee, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
Those 2 went to the same spot.
Imagine that. They went to the
Yeah,
Callahans. It's like they're good players or something.
Yeah. Callahan is like, we're going to do enough to, when Burrow gets pissed off at the Bengals, come here. Oh, God, I'm kicked off the show.
Stop. Yeah, get out of here. What the hell was that, Dale?
Who invited this guy?
You did, Jeff. You fucking idiot. I got to pee. I'll be back. I'll get my mind right. I won't say anything.
Hey, so I did put this up at the beginning of the chat here, and about running backs, and I do think this is something that the Bengals are going to do. Is what round should the Bengals address running back? I mean, I think at the earliest, since we have 2/3, that might be the earliest, and it might be, well, depending on how they feel with the running back. I think that's the earliest they would address running back. What do you got, Jared?
I think maybe that first 3rd round pick, if there's a dude sliding, would be a really good spot where I feel like, because they value running back.
Right.
I mean, they value Joe Mixon all the way up until they traded him. Like they even put him in a good situation when they traded him. So I think if they like any of these running backs enough, that they'll grab them in the middle of the 3rd round and not think twice about it.
What kind of what running back would you want? I want a big bruising guy. Is what I want.
I think that would be a good compliment to what they've
Yeah.
got in Moss and Brown. And I'm really excited to see Braylon Allen, the running back from Wisconsin, to see what he tests like. He's only 20 years old. He's 6'2", 6'3", 240 pounds. He is a big dude. And he looks like he's absolutely yoked. And he has breakaway speed. I think they would love somebody like that getting downhill in their gap scheme. So I would definitely keep an eye on Braylon Allen. Maybe like an Audric Estime. I know he didn't run well at the combine, but I personally am not concerned about that. And I think he would be a 4th round pick at this point. So those 2 guys, I think, for the style of running back they're looking for, would be good compliments to what they've got so far.
So where do you got? How soon do they draft, or do they draft? I think they draft a wide receiver. How soon do you think that is? That could be the other 3rd round pick could be wide receiver.
It could. It could also be that first. I feel like that middle of the 3rd round pick is going to be a skill position that they see as a faller. Like I really feel like that's a good spot to catch somebody who's kind of sliding down boards. Otherwise, I mean, that 49 also feels like a really good spot to grab, like a Roman Wilson or a Ricky Pearsall or who's one of these smaller slot guys that I like. They tested really well, but they're smaller in stature. Like one of these guys at 49, also I feel like is pretty appetizing for the Bengals.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like I said, I'm disappointed right now with the way things are going because of the trenches, but there's still things that can happen there. So I mean, Wellesley wants to know, what about the kid from Western Kentucky?
Malachi Corley, yeah, I think he would be like that third round faller, like I was talking about earlier. Like Ricky Pearsall and Roman Wilson, like they're all kind of scooting up boards. Lad McConkey, because they tested so well. Corley didn't test, so I guess we're waiting for his pro day or whatever. And I don't know how he's going to test, but usually like these late testers where their scores and stuff kind of come out late, they kind of slide down the board, especially if you're from a small school and whatnot. So I could see Corley being there for the third round pick, especially if they double dip on trenches in the first two picks. I bet they'll be hankering for a skill position player.
All right, now what about Johnny? Not Dale's back. You can answer this too if you want, Dale. Johnny Wilson, wide receiver from Florida State.
He should be a tight end, but he's super athletic. He's just so big. He could be Darren Waller. He could be Darren Waller if he moved to tight end.
Seam stretcher.
I saw something in the chat. Darren Waller retired.
What?
Yeah. I thought that's what he said.
Well, now Johnny Wilson can take his spot.
There you go.
Aaron Donald and Darren Waller. That's like a rhyme.
Somebody said that in chat.
Nursery rhyme.
I don't know if it's a.
I thought you were going to rap for a second. Oh God, no, never mind.
Whatever that was, Jared, don't ever do that again.
You couldn't be a rapper, just sing that.
Zero rap ability.
But how about me and draft guy Jared just finishing each other's sandwiches over here?
Sandwiches. Yep. Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. It was Wells. He said, yeah, he posted it.
Damn.
He did.
There was some rumors about that, I think. So yeah.
He was like, I can't go anywhere good. I'm out, dude.
He played with the Giants and
the Giants,
yeah.
like, fuck.
Yeah, he said, I'm with the Giants, and we lost Saquon. Fuck this. I'd just rather retire, man.
So let's talk safety room for the Bengals. After they signed Stone, first of all, Bell got released. I'm like, come on back home, and then they signed Stone. I didn't really think they'd go out and sign Bell, but I think they were so irritated with the way the safety position was played last year. Yeah, Nick Scott. See ya. But they got Bell back, so I think it's gonna be Stone and Bell starting. What's that mean for Battle? And Dax is Dax a corner now? Is he back to the Ginsu knife guy? What do you guys think?
I completely disagree that Von Bell is going to be the starter.
Yeah,
personally.
I don't. I'm waiting for Battle to fuck up once in practice and Lou be like, nope. Get out. Done.
You're done.
Done with you. Just get out. That's what's gonna happen. He gave him however many games Battle started at the end of the season. Battle played good. I'm not saying Battle's gonna be terrible or anything, but I feel like that plug is gonna get pulled so much quicker with Bell waiting behind him.
See, and the Dax thing along with it, it's terrifying to me.
Yeah,
because what are you doing with Dax? Now he's a backup. I mean, do you consider trading him? That's what I like.
Well, or do you hold on to him to be the replacement for Mike Hilton for next year?
Yeah, no, I get it, but what is he doing?
They're probably gonna try that. They're probably gonna let him sit behind Mike Hilton, and
how does 2 years of your rookie contract that you set on the bench help you develop? Is my question in this scenario.
Yeah.
I feel like he had over 100 tackles and 3 interceptions, by the way. He had some very bad plays that were like.
It wasn't he was awful the whole time. Yeah, I mean he had some good plays, but he did. From everything I heard, its communication was the biggest problem. He didn't communicate.
You just kind of feel for what do you want him to do? Explain. It's just a tough situation in general, and they need
It really is. That is what I said. It is a tough situation right now.
They feel like they need competency back there because of all the big plays and stuff from last year. They need something. They need a known. They feel like Dax is still an unknown, so they need something more secure, and that's why they brought in Von Bell.
Well, it says starting 5 DBs: Turner, CTB, Stone, Bell, Battle, Bell. Those are 5 DBs.
Yeah.
and you got nothing up front.
Yeah.
And they're going to be doing
It's
a
not
lot of
over
run
yet,
stopping.
Dale. Damn it! It's
Lot
not
of
over
run
yet.
stopping. I'm glad you have all of these these safeties to fill the gaps in the run game.
We're gonna stop the run with our cornerbacks and safeties.
Fill them alleys, boys. We're just going to throw bodies at the problem.
And heaven forbid you don't make the tackle or you take a wrong angle, because well, it's going to the house.
Exactly. But I like that they. I would say I was surprised you got Bell back. I thought Battle did good, but I like the upgrade at safety. I mean, I feel bad for Dax.
No,
but
I agree.
I do like it though. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with it. The only
It's
thing
not a
that,
bad football move.
No, but the only thing that does scare about Stone is he isn't a very good or consistent tackler. That's one thing I've read.
Or
about
an
him.
athlete.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to the bench too, and now it's Bell and Battle, baby. We're
So,
2 games in, and Lou says, "Fuck it, I'm going with these 2."
Greg here says switched to a 3-4 base. He had 3 linebackers and a hybrid fourth. Which I mean,
Von Bell's a linebacker. Jordan Battle, you're a line. Everybody's a linebacker.
Von Bell, you're moving to Sam, buddy.
I mean, the thing is,
And Hubbard, you're a nose tackle.
with all those options, I mean, Luke could go in the lab and start dialing some stuff up. I mean, he could. I mean, we can see that three safety look more than we did. You know,
I don't know, man. We'll really have to wait and see what Lou's cooking up, man.
Lou's cooking.
Lou's
cooking
just
something.
pissed. He quit caring when he didn't get a head coaching job.
He's probably like, don't draft any more people. I'm tired of these rookies.
I'm getting all of the draft picks. Why don't you draft all offense?
I'm done with it.
So tight ends. I don't at this point since they signed our boy Tanner Hudson back. Dale, I mean, me and Jared talked just a little about while you're gone. You think you are drafting one still?
Yeah, because Gesicki and Hudson are 1-year deals, and Drew Sample's an H-back.
So they haven't brought back Wilcox yet, right?
No, not yet. So what round do you think they're drafting one at? Because I mean,
you got that extra 3rd round comp pick, and then if you don't want to take one there, the 4th round. I mean, I like what's there personally. I think
the 4th round's a sweet spot.
It very well could be. And a name that doesn't get talked about near enough, and Jared, I don't know how you feel about him, but Jared Wiley excites the hell out of me as a potential 4th round pick from TCU.
I love him. I was telling, because I haven't evaluated any tight ends. Like, I haven't, dove into tight ends this year. I'm not putting them on my big boy board. They're not big boys anymore. They're all wide receivers
That was last year.
But he can block. He can block a little bit. He's 6'7",
he can block.
Like 260.
Yes, I love any tight end that can block a little bit. And Wiley will stick his face in a fan, and I love that in any tight end. And he'll do it over the middle of the field too. Like, that dude is not scared of contact.
Gosh damn, it's dead. Sorry, I don't know if you guys can hear it. Somebody's shooting guns around there.
I was wondering what the hell that was.
Did you hear it? Did you hear it?
Yeah, I did. I'm like, I did. I heard. I thought it was like a thunderstorm going on. Like, you're like,
They're
it's
still
dead.
going. It's like,
Yeah, I can hear him.
It's Friday, dog.
Like, woo! We got some beers. We got some guns. Let's go. We out here in Portsmouth. We're out here in Portsmouth. Wait, is that Arrow? Is that Derek? Derek out there?
Good damn it, Derek, shut up. We're trying to do a podcast.
Damn it, Derek.
Yes, Eric All, too. Somebody mentioned in the comments. Whoever mentioned Eric All, he's a Cincinnati guy. Good call. Good call.
There you go.
I know, you like him.
I'm a big fan of Eric All.
He's a guy.
I think he goes UDFA because he's been injured for the past 2 seasons, but I would love to bring him in.
Dale, is it true you're topless again?
No, bottomless.
Oh.
Ooh.
Keep the camera.
I'm pleasuring myself to Jared's voice.
What's that? What's that in Deadpool where he's got the baby bottom legs?
Yeah.
That's what Dale is going on in
That's
Dale's
what Dale's
house
got right now. Yeah, exactly. Hey, how do you guys feel? Caden, I can't think of his freaking name. The Ohio State tight end. Yeah,
Stover and Johnson.
Yeah.
Johnson, though, Penn State, man, that guy has to excite you, Jared. You love your Penn State tight ends as well, but Johnson, Stover, Wiley, and Sanat. So I think that comp pick 3rd round to 4th round area, I think you can get one of these guys.
Yeah, I think Johnson would be like one of the ones we're talking about, the mid-round, third-round sliders, because I think he's probably a
Worked
top
his way to
70
bottom.
player. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
worked his way
somebody's
potentially to the bottom of the second is where I think he could go.
because I mean we saw Brenton Strange, Penn State tight end last year, go in the second round, and it was mostly because he tested like a freak, and
I think Johnson has way more upside than him personally.
way more juice. Yeah.
Any tight ends from Iowa as well. So.
Well, that was Eric All. That's where he played this season.
There you go.
Yeah, I think that's what he was saying.
Luke Lachey, however you want to pronounce
next year.
that. Yeah, he went back to school, so that's the other Iowa.
Is he from 98 Degrees with Nick and those guys?
Yeah, that's a third cousin.
The boy bands.
Third cousin.
Third cousin boy bands. Oh God. So Dale, tell some people about your draft guide you got. You guys got, you and Satori got out, and where they can find it.
Well, you can't. You gotta
can't?
send it to you.
Huh? Well, yeah. Well, you get how they get it. How they.
Okay.
How they get it. Yeah.
Project Game Day Venmo, a whole like $1 to $5, whatever you want to do. Straight donation to Project Game Day, helping getting military veterans, adult with special needs to some games this season. Shout out Jackpot Joey, aka Matty Meyer, that created Jackpot Joey. He has donated 4 tickets already for this season. So
he's not going to any games this year. Jeez.
It's incredible. And Caps donated a couple other tickets. And now we just got to buy basically 2 tickets for the season in the handicap section. Darth Bengals done an incredible job in exchange for donations. Same thing we're doing with the draft guide. You know, we're just trying to pay it forward kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, I like the draft anyways. I'm going to talk draft. I do draft stuff anyways. But if you want it, 269 pages. We'll send you a link. Yeah.
That's a beast.
It is.
It's a lot.
It's a mini beast.
I've seen it. I'm going, holy shit. I don't read this much. I mean,
Jeff wants the audio. Jeff's waiting on the audio.
Yeah. Deep Thoughts by Dale. And this is round
did you
number
narrate
2.
the audiobook?
Crip said it's shit. Don't buy it. Damn it. Crip.
Oh, okay.
Knew better than to send you a copy.
Son of a bitch.
Crip also bought tickets to the draft event for night 2 of the draft that we're holding at Midwest Best Barbecue,
which I still have to get tickets. My wife's in town. She's leaving tomorrow.
What do you mean? Maddie got your ticket.
Maddie got me a ticket?
You didn't know that?
I didn't know Maddie got me a ticket.
Yeah, Maddie paid for you a ticket already.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Dude, look, all right.
What the hell? And Maddie also paid for himself a ticket, but he's going to be at a fishing tournament because he paid like $1,000 to enter this fishing tournament.
Dude, there's been so much going on in my life right.
I'm glad I know more than you do.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't like. My house breaking, my wife going to Florida half the time. I can't remember what the hell's going on half the time right now.
House break-in? Who broke into your house?
No, my glory hole I had.
Yeah, he's got the glory hole, dog.
That's how someone tried to break in?
No, my house breaking. I didn't say breaking.
Oh, glory hole out of my face.
I was like, someone's trying to break into your shower?
Yes, that's the.
Out of my, get your glory hole out of here, man.
Well, Chop was real excited when you came on our show earlier and said you had a glory hole.
I know. I mean,
he was going to see it before he was going to freak out. See,
he enters the chat as soon as the glory hole comes out.
Look, Chop goes, surprise, Jeff's in the draft party. I'm like, I guess I'm going. I kind of guess I'm like, I guess I'm not going to go because I don't know how to do freaking Venmo and all that crap stuff.
Well, Maddie already took care of it.
I have to call Maddie up and tell him thanks. He might have told me, and I freaking forgot. Like, dude, I got that stuff going on. Oh, by the way, if you guys, I meant to actually talk about this too. I'm doing a Reds
gay porn.
No. What's wrong with you? Doing a Reds opening day broadcast from Moorline House. That gay porn was not what I was going to say. Opening day broadcast at I'm trying to do a spot here, damn.
$20 is $20.
Opening day broadcast at Moorline House. And it's going to be me, the guys from the Riverfront, and a couple guys from ZTV from the Pacers podcast and from the Indy Colts podcast. They're all Reds fans. We're going to be down there from 1 to 3. Down there in my house. Come down, check it out. We're going to be giving away some cool Red stuff. So yeah, see, I got so much crap going on. It's
Jeff has 83 sponsors now. It gives everyone a seizure in the background during the show.
It's slowed down now. I'm like, it's not as fast.
I'm not gonna lie. There was one where it switched to like a bunch of beer cans back there. I was kind of like, it's kind of.
Didn't know.
Yeah.
I had no idea it was even changing, and then it was like one of the things. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tame that down, Jeff. I'm just being honest, man.
I did. It slowed down.
People paid for that, man.
Yeah,
That's true.
The people paid for it. Like and we actually slowed it down. So it's There's your beer.
Yeah, that one. That's the one that freaked me out.
Yeah, and when it's in the background, it's not as bad. Those ones that start flashing bright lights, I'm like, oh, I wasn't prepared.
Jeremy agrees with you, Dale.
You know who else agrees?
Who's that?
Freaking me out, man.
Good thing you didn't pay for that. What?
And he goes,
I don't. Okay, this is scary. He turned the camera off and he had a Joe Goodberry bobblehead in him. I don't know what the heck he's doing with the Joe Goodberry bobblehead and that he can't put us on camera. It's very, very, very scary there.
then I could do the grandma's boy with the doll in the bathroom.
Oh, God. All right, gotta get this back on track here. What position that
my audio went out because Joe Goodberry bobblehead knocked my microphone audio out.
Rocked your world.
Oh God. One thing that I know, one position I know we're not going to draft, but I do expect us to bring somebody in for competition is punter. I think we're all very disappointed.
I don't think there's any more free agent punters.
I think. Go ahead.
I just think we're gonna have to get a UDFA because if we spend a draft pick, I'll have a brain injury.
We're not gonna spend a draft pick on one. I don't see that. I
can't do kickers. I can't do kicker draft picks.
I don't see them drafting a kicker. I mean, to be honest. But Brad Robinson's got to do better. I mean, that's got to improve.
Yeah,
this year from
100%.
It's just has to. You got to find somebody, or he's got to get better. Or hell, Drew Christian's still kicking down in Lawrenceburg High School.
Yeah.
Are you going to bring him back? I mean, I don't know.
You know, the mustache seems a little fucked up when you can't punt.
He needs to cut it off. Get that thing. Get that thing off.
You can get your mustache back when you can fucking punt. Shave it off. Shave it off or punt.
Brad says trade Robbins for a punter. I don't think anybody's going to trade us for him.
I'm not going to lie. When we did our mock draft, we took Torrey Taylor in the 5th round.
Jared's going to kill you. Jared's about to jump through the screen to kill you.
No,
right now.
Dale's going to kill me with mock drafts that draft punters.
Well, we got
McPherson.
We got McPherson in the 5th. I said, fuck it, why not? Somebody in the chat said, he's Australian, and I said, let's take him.
Yeah.
That's a good reason to take him.
He was Iowa's best player last year.
Yeah, he got so much practice.
Dude, he set punting records last year. I mean, if we are going to punt a pet.
If we're going to punt a kicker.
We're going to punt a kicker.
We're going to punt a kicker.
If we're going to punt a taker.
We're going to draft somebody, it's got to be the Iowa dude. But other than that, but I was making fun because I talked so much shit about punters, and then I saw there was like an Australian dude that committed to Ohio State. He was like 6'7", 280 pounds, and he's a punter. And I was like,
yeah, that was so. I'm like,
maybe
who's
him.
This guy put another shrimp on a bobby, eh?
No, just put him at fucking nose tackle if he doesn't work out.
we need both. We need a punter and a nose tackle.
What a versatile piece, man. More versatile than that. Well, what's the dude from Colorado who plays receiver and cornerback?
Oh, Travis Hunter.
Yeah, he'd be more versatile than him.
Jared, you coming on the draft show with Iceman and I?
I think so. I think we. I think I can. I think I can mostly say yes to that.
It's a mostly maybe.
I got 1-year-old, man. Shit happens.
No, I feel you, brother.
Yeah, the pre-show is going to be on my channel. Then the draft show is going to be on Bengals and Brews. So it's going to be...
Yeah, I absolutely want to be a part of that. 100%.
I want to. Just, I don't know.
Yes. I want to say yes so bad.
Are you having commitment issues, draft guy, Jared?
I am. I have major commitment issues.
But no, man, it'll be fun either way. Like we did that last year, and then we won't be streaming a day 2.
No.
Day 3, I'm
No,
like,
that was so long.
Let's see how drunk I get at Midwest for day 3.
Yeah, day 2 we'll be at Midwest. Apparently, I'll be at Midwest Best, and I didn't realize it, but I'll be there now too. So
maybe I'll swing in and get some barbecue.
Maybe we'll just click our phone on, and we'll just go live from our phone and start. And stuff
Well, I figure we can do something when the Bengals pick and record something and put it on Twitter, if nothing else. But
yeah, write me down a pencil for the draft show. I would love to be on there for the first round.
Draft guy, Jared, maybe.
Like we'll put it at 85%. Like I'm pretty confident I'll be able to.
So you're Ocho Cinco?
85, maybe.
85.
But I'm excited. That was fun last year. We had a lot more people. We're gonna dial that down.
Yeah.
But you are invited, and Parker's invited, and then me and Jeff and Pork Chop.
I kind of loved how chaotic it got.
Yeah, and
especially with Garrett being in charge of the scrolling thing. Like that was pretty fun.
And to be honest, we might get to that night and go, fuck it, let's invite more people.
We'll start drinking enough beers. Like, hey, everybody come on the show. Let's go.
I'll take a couple edibles. We'll get real weird.
None of us are wearing pants.
Not a leg being covered.
We're supposed to be wearing pants?
I'm not.
All right.
Pork Chop's going to be the draft expert that night. He couldn't even be on last year because him and Greg was at the event. Greg will be at the Bengals draft event again.
They came on after we did draft Jeff Myers last year.
They came on right during the pick, remember?
Yeah.
And
Greg's like, yeah! Oh, I thought Greg was going to cry. I thought he was going to straight cry going to Jeff Matthew Mayer. I was like, Jesus. Oh, it was fun.
He heard Miles Murphy and he thought it was Michael Mayer.
Like, yeah, what? That's the wrong one. Chops down. He said, "You got it." He's gonna be the draft expert. All right, guys. Well, we're at 52 minutes. You got anything else you want to leave some knowledge before I let you guys go?
Malik Washington would be a good pick at slot wide receiver in the 3rd or 4th round.
Rook Ororo. We need to draft Rook Ororo.
Ororo, just so we say his name.
Ororo.
No, Ororo.
I don't remember how many rows there are. But we need to draft. He is my pick at 49. I want him. I don't care who we draft in the first round.
Yeah, I like him.
Rook in the second.
Reggie? That's what I like.
Reggie. Ruby, Roo. All right, boys. Well, thanks for jumping on. It's going to be interesting what happens the next couple of days. Hopefully we sign somebody else. Get a no
Taylor Tart.
Taylor Tart. Come on down. Sign, dadgummit. Come on.
Chop will give you a hand job, and Jeff will let you put your dick through his glory hole.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. Well, it actually, that's a kind of a.
That's a huge glory hole, man.
He said, will it fit?
He can do circles. Yeah, I don't know. He's a big dude. All right. That's enough. Get out of here. Bye. Hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. Go check Draft Guy Jared on Twitter. Of course, Dale and Arrow and Greg and Chop on Bengals and Brews. They're on, I think, 3 times a week right now. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I think. And they have been absolutely freaking killing it. I know they're getting like 300-something views on their shows. So they are doing awesome. I'm happy for them. Next week, speaking of shows, I'm going on vacation. Well, yeah, we're going on vacation because this is all planned before. My mother-in-law did pass away. The funeral is not now. It's going to be sometime in April. That's just the way it's going to work out. So I'm going down for a couple days to just be with the family. I don't know if I'm going to do any shows or not. I might not. I'm not sure. But I know for sure Friday, I come back. I will be at Hail Mary's in Cheviot watching college basketball. So if you guys, that's one event I know I will be doing next week. A week from today at Hail Mary's on their big-ass TV screen there watching the NCAA tournament, checking out my brackets, making sure they don't blow up. I'll be doing that for sure. So please make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Like I said, back monetized again. Hit the thumbs up, subscriptions, super chats, all that cool stuff. I appreciate it. Like I said, next week kind of could be hit or miss. And I hate when this happens because it just makes my views go down and then I got to start back up again. But, it is what it is. I got to go take care of family stuff. I've been live streaming on ZTV, YouTube, Facebook, X, Rumble. If you're listening to on the podcast, what's up? If you want to check it out on the podcast, it's on Beanpod, Apple, iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher Play, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Please make sure you rate, like, and review. Shout out to Color Box Mountains, Meyer Door and Windows for all your door and window needs. Like I said, I literally have them in my house. They are very, very, very good windows. I keep saying they're easy to clean. They look good. They work great. Midwest Best Barbecue game day, Project Game Day. We're going to be there the second day of the draft. And apparently I'm going now. I didn't even, I got so much stuff going on. I didn't even realize Maddie got me tickets. So shout out to Maddie, my buddy Maddie. He always taking care of me. So we'll be there for the day 2 of the draft. It's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know. I think there's tickets still available. Go check out Project Game Day and check it out there. I know they have food. The ticket gives you food, gives you access because the City Hats are going to be there from 5 to 7, I think, and then 7 to 9 or 7 to 10, whenever the draft. I think that's the way it all works. Either way, this weekend, go check out Midwest Best Barbecue. They are freaking delicious. I had them last Saturday, and I wish they were on the west side because I can't get there as often as I'd like. It's kind of a 45-minute drive for me. So I made the trek out there last Saturday, and Tim had the chili. And Tim, if you're listening to this right now, I love your chili. That is, I love Skyline. Skyline's my favorite chili. But for barbecue chili, it is the bomb. I freaking love it. Pork chop with cornbread. I either get CTB wings or G-Funk or the Uno wings. They're like my favorite. The pulled pork sandwiches are good. I mean, it's just absolutely freaking delicious. I love Midwest Best. I could probably eat that. If I could get La Rosa's, Skyline, and Midwest Best every day of my life, I'd be a happy, happy guy. I would definitely be happy. Anyway, guys, you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you. I might see you Monday. Like I said, I don't know. But as I said, hit the subscription button. Hit the bell for notification. Because every Monday, Corey Dillon is on. Do me a favor. If you are a season ticket holder, vote Corey Dillon. Let's get this man. There's no reason the Bengals' all-time leading rusher should not already be in the Ring of Honor. He should already be there. Go vote Corey Dillon for Ring of Honor next year. Please, please do that. I greatly appreciate it. Other than that, you guys have a great weekend. Bearcats are not going to the tournament. Hopefully they'll go in the NIT. We'll see what happens. Throw it up. That's just sports, baby. See ya!